Oh right, I'm a policeman. I almost forgot. It's been a little while, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be getting a body down from a tree. So basically I should talk to random strangers. Oh wait, I heard you sing before.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
But unlike last time I heard him sing, I was able to pass an empathy check. Tommy seems to miss his family. What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss my gun. I lost it. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Okay, now that I talked to the singing trucker and brushed up on my history again, I saved. Which I absolutely will do from now on whenever I do stuff.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
Why is my nervous system getting poetic?
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. He's very threatening.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Well, obviously, I gotta whip him out. I am cool.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
We got a shakedown.
Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
This isn't a joke. Give me your money. I need money. You know what? Let me not flip the entire wagon over just yet and say I'm here for answers.
Then fire away, officer!
I've gained finger pistol thoughts. What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Nice. Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers. All extremely cool and above board.
You got a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You're under arrest.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Chaos can be beautiful. Kim, is it true? He doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Wait, but what are we doing here if there are no permits? Look at Kim in the police insignia. I'm about to forget I'm a cop again.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
So cool guys protect businessmen while everyone else lives in the ruins? I could think of cooler things.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Well, damn, when you put it like that, I feel really special. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Can you give me money?
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
You, I want your money. Now. Okay, I guess I'm robbing him.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I want you to bribe me. I'm a police officer, remember? That's what you're supposed to do around here.
But officer, bribe you to do what?
I don't think you really understand how bribes work, detective.
You know what? You're right, Kim. I don't. I woke up yesterday and the world is scary.
Sorry, detective.
Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Ah, yes, the calming stench of bowel movements. I feel like I'm supposed to just talk to as many people as possible so that stuff can happen and it might somehow help me later. Bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. It's a film projector, a machine. Oh wait, this is a pawn shop. That's a person.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
I thought he was one of those fortune-telling machines.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
Hey, I usually ask the questions.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Imagine if this guy winds up having my gun.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes
Is he high?
bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
So yes.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Ooh, let's find out.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Parolidon? What's that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
So that's why he's wearing sunglasses indoors. I'm just gonna be blunt and ask him where he got the drugs.
How would I know?
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Parolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
What?
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Tell me more about this Emergency Relief Brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood. Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
My muscles seem to respect him.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Damn, that sounds really bad. It must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Something funny. How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
I don't know what a vortice is.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Can you share your drugs with me?
You said you done it before, yeah?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
I think I've tried it once and liked it.
Here you go, man.
Nice, I scored.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained parolidom. Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
Maybe these drugs will help me not vomit at the body later. By the way, do you happen to have any guns? Like the ones carried by cops? That I totally have.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, my gun was here.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Well, damn, I must have been tripping before.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. It's gotta be that obnoxious freaking girl who's with that obnoxious freaking kid that's by the corpse right now. It's gotta be. But we're gonna go with the fan theory.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Any idea where I could find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Do I have anything to sell?
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I don't really have anything worth anything. I have a handkerchief.
Another time, perhaps.
Could you aid our investigation?
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Actually, that's all I got, that one question.
Sure, man.
Alright, I found out where my gun is and scored some psychedelics. I would say that's progress. Is there anything I can level up? Well, I can level up my endurance. Sure. There's actually nothing else that I can level up. Anything in the dumpster? Fingerless gloves. Oh, hell yeah. You know we gotta wear some fingerless gloves. We'll be even cooler than we were before. Yeah, now I look sick, and not at all homeless.